Hello, welcome once again to another episode of Sandy's Business. My name is Sandra Ajayi, but you could just call me Sandy. Previously, we were talking about understanding your target audience and all the benefits therein. And I'll just do a quick recap so that we can move on to the next topic. Now, remember, we talked about how it will help you increase your revenue. That's one. Revenue, money. You stand a chance of making more money and minimizing your waste. Two, it will help you increase your portfolio of offerings. So imagine that you've put in all this work, putting all this research, you understand the people that you're catering to in terms of creating products, services, or content like this, and then you start to get feedback like, why don't you start webinars? Why don't you start taking classes? Or maybe some secondary school people are looking for are looking for mentorship, and then there's an opportunity for you to grow. And then we talked about brand equity. That's three, on how you can enforce your brand equity. It's just like also saying growing your market share. And you know that you're in a competitive space, so definitely there's somebody who you're trying to steal customers from, or there's just that space where you want to be an authority of, and when people are saying, who's that go-to person for the best jerseys or the best shoes and bags in town? Then it has to be you. Then we talked about analyzing and understanding the competitive landscape. So like I just said, you have so many people doing the same thing that you're trying to achieve. You're not the only one who's doing content or selling nice bags or selling jerseys or starting a school or whatever small business you're trying to grow. So you need to go and understand what those people have done right, what they might be doing wrong, and where there's an opportunity, like where there are gaps, and what the people out there typically want. And by so doing, you will agree with me that your revenue will also grow, portfolio of services and all of that. There's a ripple effect across board. Then we talked about segmentation and targeting. And to put it in better context, I said a lot of things, and I'll say this now. So fancy, you don't understand who your target market is. So for some of you, it's your customers or clients, target audience, target market, whatever you choose to call it. And you don't know what informs their buying decision or their search decisions. You just think that one cap can fit everybody, like every need, but that's not the case. Certain things guide the way people think. And so you have this service that you've created, and you have to know who it is targeted at and how to segment the market space. So you either look at people from how they live or where they live or their age group or their cultural behavior. There's just so many things. And when you put all these things together, all these research and findings together, and understand who you are in business for, you will agree with me that it's going to minimize the time you've wasted, and you're going to actually also reduce the money you're going to also burn. So having said all of that, we're going to go straight into the next topic. After doing all of this, why am I still getting it wrong? That's the big question a friend reached out for me to answer. She's like, I think I have an understanding of my target audience, but why is there no shelf offtake? So now we're going to have a case study to see if she really understood who or understands who she's out to cater to. Stick around if you'd like to know my response to her dilemma. My name is Sandy. If you like this content, when we're done, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and click that bell. Please stay tuned. I'll be right back. So, my friend BC reached out to me from Ibadan with a very peculiar problem. She said she's been making jalamias, sandals, easy to wear sandals, easy to wear flowing gowns, those jalamias, and scarves, And she said she's putting so much effort to make it so beautiful and so affordable and so classy, And then she looked out for partner stores, like stores that belong to her friends in certain neighborhoods, where she noticed that those stores attracted a lot of footfall. And then she also put those products on the shelves in there, And then she'd come back at the end of the month, and then there's no shelf offtake. And she said, I understand my target audience because I'm creating something for people who want easy to wear, very beautiful, yet very classy, but not too expensive outfits. And then I took it to a place where there's a lot of people coming in so that they can see it, because I wanted the eyeballs, because for now she doesn't have a store. So she just puts these products or these clothes in her car and drives it around friends' offices and stuff like that. So, she's still a young business trying to grow. But she's like, what is going on, And then I said to her, are you sure you understand who your target audience is for your customer? Who is your customer? And I said, okay, let's talk about who your customer is and what do you think they typically want? In your mind, who are you catering to? And she said, oh, I'm catering to that classy, simple woman, she wants minimal, she's not over the top. She just likes minimal embellishment, but tasteful, classy, not so expensive, easy to wear things, simple, but but chic and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay, I hear you. Then I'm like, the places you partnered with, let's get to hear more about them. And she's like, oh, my friends have these stores. I have about 6 to 7 friends or so who have these stores in some kind of neighborhoods. I'm like, pause, what kind of neighborhoods? And she goes, oh, well, they're not really bougie community or like the rich kind of people, they're not like your fancy everyday kind of people. I'm like, okay, just give me a sense of what they would earn above minimum wage, below minimum wage. I mean, way over there, like they're super duper rich and influential. She's like, no, these guys are like minimum wage, there-ish, that sort of thing. And I'm like, okay, so you have this product that you have that is for the classy woman who likes minimal embellishment and stuff, but the fabrics, where are you getting your fabrics from? And she's like, I travel to Australia, Switzerland, and I buy all these fabrics. Sometimes I go to China, but I also buy Swarovski stones and very nice stones and things that I used to embellish and all of that. I put some beads sometimes. I'm like, okay, so you travel abroad and buy all these things and these fabrics, and then you embellish your fabrics and make these awesome, amazing, beautiful designs for people who earn about or below minimum wage, right? And she's like, no, not for people who earn below minimum wage. I'm like, but you've put these products in a store that attracts people that earn minimum or about minimum wage. And she goes like, oh, and I'm like, yes, that is the first problem that I see. Your product is not at the right place, so automatically the people in that neighborhood are not your target audience, because those are the people that this product seems to be looking at. So every time they come into the store, they like the product. Yes, this is a beautiful outfit. Oh, they love the scarf and they love the effort, but it's not for them because they can't afford it. It simply becomes too expensive, So you've put in all this effort, yes. You've carved a niche for yourself, yes. But the people who you're presenting these things to simply can't afford it. I mean, there's another subject for this. I mean, if you're really into marketing and stuff, then the space in which this conversation plays, like your marketing mix, promotional mix, and all of that stuff. But today, I'm talking to the newbies, the everyday small business owners and people who are coming into everything with baby steps and just want simplified English. You just simplify the solution. Let me get a sense of what I'm doing wrong. So I told my friend, I said, you know what you need to do? Take these products and go to another neighborhood where people who live around that area earn over minimum wage, the middle class to upper class people who seek things of value, things of quality, things that are outstanding. The minimalist, like the person who doesn't want things that are too heavy and embellishment and all of that, will see it and be like, chic, this is for me. And you're not gonna have to lose sleep about shelf offtake and stuff like that. So I was like, that is the first thing you need to do so that the product finds the customer. Bullseye. So I told her that, you know what, if you were understanding, like you say, you're researching and you are doing all this competitive analysis and market segmentation and all that kind of stuff, you would understand what the issue is. Because, what would have happened to her is that some people will come into the store where she purchased her products, see all the work she's done, take pictures of her design, and then go and do the cheaper version and cater to those people who are shopping at the places and that particular place where these things are stored, and they're just there to buy things for like 2,500, 3,000 naira because that's what they can afford. Because she clearly said everything else in the store, in that store, or one of the stores where she had her products, were priced at 2,000, 2,500, 3,000 max, like that. So she just thought these same people sometimes will see quality, and so when they see her item or her items, they'll be like, whoa, like Christmas couldn't have come earlier. But then that was one of the mistakes that she made. So like, I'm hoping that this case study has given you a deeper sense of what understanding your target audience can do, and the lack of it, how you can get your fingers burnt as well. So many people have passed through this kind of stage. I have also got my fingers burnt in some areas, and then I had to learn on the job, and now I'm here to share this little tip with you. So if you've learned anything, please let me know. And if there's anything else you'd like to know from me, you could always still inbox me, or send me an email or leave a comment for me. But till we speak again, it's still me, Sandra Ajayi, aka Sandy, and this is Sandy's Business. Thanks for always watching. Bye.